Today, season number 4, viewers, we are finally signing my type of players. Viewers, the channel is back, thank God. But because of the hijacking, YouTube confirmed to me that my videos will have to start in the algorithm from scratch, which means I am starting the campaign of justice for Omega Luke. And to be a part of this, your assistance is simply needed. All you have to do is leave a like on the video and leave a comment down below on this video stating that you are part of the campaign of justice for Omega Luke. If you can do that, that'll be fantastic. Let's get me back in the YouTube algorithm for all these videos because views tailed off massively when I came back and I worked way too hard for this. But in terms of the Perfect Director of Football Challenge, of course, we are off the back of a second place finish in the Serie A. And it wasn't very long after that season ended where bids started to come in for our players. Surprise, surprise. The first one, Mert Mulder, £39 million, huge totals from Manchester United, which was accepted by Rami Azar. And to be honest, I can't blame him. Could go up to 51 million. He's good. We could probably replace him. However, more bids came flying in, again from Manchester United, who gave us a non-negotiable offer of £42 million for John Stones, also rising to £52 million. And that has also been accepted. 29 years old now, John Stones. Looks like he's on his way back to the Premier League for his former club's rivals, Manchester United. It will be a big loss. He has been huge for us this year. What won't be a loss, though, is Mert Mulder rejects Manchester United. Fair play. Stay here, my friend. We'll play you every game. John Stones didn't see the same kind of thing, and he's departed. He has accepted the offer for Manchester United, and he is now part of their squad. Okay, never mind. We need to find a replacement, though, because he was huge for us last season. But this, viewers, is what I am talking about. Myron Boadu, who is a wonder kid in all kind of things for the last couple of games for AZ Alkmaar. He's still there, and we have put in a bid of £41 million. Now, the trouble is, I took a quick look. He hasn't quite developed into the player he could potentially be. I think he's had a couple of big injuries. In fact, he's had a lot of major injuries, a lot of moderate ones. In fact, yeah, he's missed a lot of games in the last few years. And he just quite hasn't developed into what he can be, but he is still quite amazing. And for £40 million, we're going to make the most out of him. I mentioned in the last episode, a lot of our strikers are very old now, and we need to start replacing them. This, bringing in a young striker, that's going to be great. More offers, though, for Mert Mulder. Rejected. Every single one was rejected. It was a lot less than the Manchester United bid. I'm happy to see that. But great news. Boadu has signed. So that, I think, is a huge plus. Of course, we did have a decent amount in the transfer budget, but with John Stones going as well, that's basically freed up even more money, and we still have £54 million left, even after spending 41. We have straight away made an offer. Ahmed Junior Traore, £23 million. To be honest, I don't think we necessarily need him. Yes, he's youthful, and yes, he is fairly decent. He's not what I would go for at this point in the save. I would be looking maybe to go for and replace John Stones, spending that much money on a player. We got a lot of midfielders, viewers. We got a lot of midfielders, and I don't think he would be valuable for us. And thankfully, Rami Azar did not offer him too much of a wage bill, only 47k, and he rejected it. So it looks like he will not be joining because I don't think Rami Azar is going to negotiate. He's just going to leave it. That's your chance, my friend. No longer in for us. Good. Oh, this is exactly what I want to see. If we manage to sign this man, we are doing bits this season. Amin Ghouri. £38 million, he's cheaper than Boadu. Look how good he is. That to me is an elite striker. There is not many strikers better than this one, and he is going to be joining us. They class him as a winger. Wrong. He is perfect for this advanced forward role. In my opinion, I think he's perfect. Yes, his decision-making anticipation is not the best. It's still 13. He has great physicals. He has dribbling, finishing, fast touch. That is amazing. Great off the ball. This man is going to slot in right in that middle spot, and he is going to get us the goals this season. What a signing this would be if we can manage to bring him over the line. And we have. Now that I am happy with. 81k. So what we were basically paying John Stones for, around about the same amount of money, we are paying to Amin Gori. And I think, to be honest, we've got to be happy with that, because although it's a high loyalty bonus of 8.5 million spread across 5 seasons, as an important player, he will win that money back, in my opinion. Straight away, though, which I didn't realise, Jose Griguera is another offer we're trying to put in. 23 years of age. We've slapped £18 million at Real Sporting. Okay, Matt Mulder as well. Here they have had another bid rejected for Matt Mulder. 32 million, rising to 36 million. Just not enough money for Rami Azar. He is on a spending spree, viewers. How much do we have left? 24 million. So if we do sign that guy from Sporting, that is pretty much all of our budget gone, barring about 6 million. Wow, okay, I don't think I've ever seen this happen in any of my games, but we will not be getting this player because he has failed a medical. And we have withdrawn the transfer because of that. He agreed the terms, and yet he failed the medical. We are not, that is, oh, that's good in my opinion. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that going forward, because I don't think he's really good enough for £18 million. Cheap wage, not good enough in my opinion though. Rami Azar is wasting no time this transfer window. We're actually at my birthday, 28th of July. Gustavo Assunção, who I can't say I'm familiar with. 23 years of age, Brazilian, so he starts off the game about 19. He's not actually too bad. There are some glaring weaknesses, of course. His strength in this, as a DLP, his strength is very poor. But what we're paying for him, 21 million, that's a lot of money. However, Sassuolo have had a bid accepted for Angelino, our backup left-back, £13.5 million, rising to almost 17. That's been accepted, so they kind of cancel each other out, sort of, but to be honest, I wouldn't want it to happen. I'd rather keep Angelino. He was quite crucial when we don't have Gosens. He is very good, and he is still only 26. Oh, no. Oh, no, Rami. Oh, this isn't good. A non-negotiable offer, 17.75, rising to 25 million for our number one goalkeeper, and he's basically the only good goalkeeper that we have in the whole entire squad. 28 years of age, Golini, and we're getting rid of him. I'm happy. I was happy. He could be a Champions League winning goalkeeper. He isn't world class, but he's good enough to be. I mean, we've won the league with him. And we're selling him. I really hope you've got a plan up your sleeve here, Rami. I really hope you've got a goalkeeper in mind, because this is not great. If we do get rid of him, we have this man as the only other decent goalkeeper outside of under-19s and development centre that we can actually stick in the net, and he is not great. Well, we have signed Gustavo. I'm unsure. B- from the fan reaction. I'm just a little bit unsure. He's got some glaring weaknesses, and I don't think he improves our midfield. We've got way too many good midfielders. Castelvili, we've got Tonali, Rovella. We've still got some other players that need to be introduced and who are missing out on game time, and then we're bringing in this guy as well. And I don't really see him fitting in. I'd rather plug holes in other places in the lineup, like maybe a goalkeeper or a centre-back, which we've already sold, and now replacing with another midfielder. And it's happened, viewers. It has happened, unfortunately. We have lost him. Golini has gone to Napoli. That's our goalkeeper. So, although we have signed 2 world-class, in my opinion, strikers, we've sold our really good goalkeeper, and now we're in a bit of a spot of bother, if you ask me. Again, a huge bid rejected for Mert Mulder, 39 million, rising to 43. We accepted something just slightly bigger than that. Again, it's been rejected. Dortmund this time coming in with that huge offer. Okay, I mean, he is our best right back, and we don't have a replacement, so I'm agreeing with you, but... Now, I don't normally show you kind of youth products that we bring in, because there's been a couple that I just skip over because they're probably never going to make the actual first team. However, I'm making an exception here because Carlos Miguel, I always check him. And this man, 5-star potential, 2-star ability, he looks amazing. 17 years of age, 15 tackling, 15 determination, 18 bravery, great jumping reach, 6'2". He's a mercenary personality, which means he has low loyalty, but he has good ambition, professionalism, that kind of stuff. So I'm happy with that. He does have a few glaring weaknesses. Adaptability at a young age is something that we might need to work on, or hopefully can get around. I don't really care about the versatility, but he is a very consistent performer, and that pleases me so much. He has great dressing room chemistry as well, so that's really good. I mean, so far, I really like the look of this man. Really like the look of him. And for 17, once we bring him in, it's going to cost us like 500k in total. So let's hope that comes along. And with that, it has happened. Our first proper regen/new gen that we have signed. What do you think of that man? I think he's absolutely fantastic. Remember, viewers, as well, on Monday, we released our very first Rate My Regen video, where basically I rate 10 of the best regens that were sent to me very recently, and there's going to be more episodes coming up as well. So make sure you go and check that video out on the channel, as well as any WonderKid spotlights. There's a playlist down in the description. Don't go missing them, alright? They're really good. Maybe turn notifications on next to that subscribe button, which I hope is pressed. I'm resorting to threatening you now, viewers. If you haven't pressed the subscribe button, I will come find you. I will be at your house. I know where all of you live. So press it, please, for Christ's sake. Get me to 15k, come on. Well, it was a draw for the Champions League. And I was quite optimistic about this because I thought we did quite well in the coefficients. And we've been handed a slightly difficult league. It might be okay, though. Porto and Leipzig are the two teams that we have. They're kind of two teams that are on our level, aren't they, really? Leipzig are, you can never really tell. If they spent their money wisely and they've kept hold of their best players, they can be really good. Porto, they have about 8 or 9 WonderKids who could potentially turn into the best team in the world if they manage to keep hold of them and they establish into their first team early enough. So it could be a difficult group. Rangers there as well. You don't know what they've done in their league or how well they've managed to pick up a few players along the line. So Champions League group is a difficult one slightly. There's a lot worse though. Wow, but just like that, the transfer window has closed. Now it's no surprise that we are involved in the 3 biggest here. The 3 biggest transfers happened, included us. We sold John Stones and we bought 2 amazing strikers going forward. However, we also sold our goalkeeper and didn't sign another one. So we're missing out here, really. We brought in 4 players. This is the another just youngster that we brought in that I never really mentioned. He looks okay as a backup, I guess. But those 3 signings there, no goalkeeper, no backup centre-back. We could be struggling, but don't go anywhere, viewers, because what we're going to do, we're going to finish this season today. I've decided from now on, we're not going to have a mid-season episode. It's going to be all in one going forward. A whole season in one episode. So January, we're going to skip it, but we're going to take a look at what happens during it. So just to give you an idea what I'm thinking going forward, we're still going to stick to the Holstein Kiel Season 3 tactic, which has been working so well. The link for it is down in the description to my Discord. That's where you can find this. So what I'm thinking is we play with these players. We got Patella, who we're introducing into the first team now, David Patella. He's been out on loan for a couple of seasons. He is actually really good, to be honest. We didn't give him a lot of game times last season, but he is good enough to play. We've still got Rafael Toloi, 32 now, is still decent enough for us. So going at the back, we're not too bad. We've got a couple of players who can fill in there, Bosco Satulo being one of them. Going forward, though, we look so dangerous, it's scary. Our midfield is easy, one of the best midfields in Europe, maybe the world. Castrovilli, Rovella, Tonali. Mert Mulder, of course, very good right back. Gilsons, we've managed to keep hold of him as well with Angelino, who rejected the move, has stayed as well. And our strike force, viewers, I mean, 3 strikers we have. Gori and Boadi, I want to play every single game. But backup is Batshuayi, Jonas Wind. We also have Azmoun. We still have Zapata, Muriel. We have got some insane strikers going forward. And I really think we're not going to be struggling to score goals this season. So let's go for it. Let's skip forward to January and see how we do. We're going to go forward to 2024, January. There we go. End of the season. Transfer window, not the season. So we're back, viewers. The end of the transfer window was the 3rd of February. So I brought it back to you here. We are currently sat in 4th place. We're just a couple of points behind Lazio, a few points behind Inter, and a lot of points behind Juve, who are on the same amount of games as us. We've had a few bad losses as well recently, but I can tell you we have made. This is annoyingly, viewers. This is our busiest January transfer window ever, and I'm doing it this way. So look at how many signings we have made, because this is ridiculous. If I go back to here, this is how many signings we have made. All of these guys right here, which is amazing. So Carlos Miguel has actually joined us. That's a complete signing. We have Idan Diop, just a youngster which nobody really cares about. Then we spent £26 million again on a midfielder that we probably don't need and won't get into the lineup. So now we have 2 midfielders that we probably won't be using. Julian Ponchao, I think that might be. He is French. We've brought him from the French league. He has some decent attributes. He's young, I guess. That's the one thing I'm going to be taking from this. And he does well in training, which means he has professional personality, which we can see there. Always look at the coach reports. Going forward then, from this, 100k was spent on this man. He has glasses, which I've never seen. That is amazing. Giovanni Muanza. That can't be his face, because this is 4 seasons in. He would be 16. He does not look 16. That cannot be happening. That must be an error. We'll go forward. Anyway, we picked up a free transfer here, viewers. Another regen as well. This guy looks very good. 19 years of age. As a free transfer, we'll take that all day long. He's Rwandan as well. From the Portuguese league. Has some really good attributes. Again, he's another midfielder though. Maybe don't really need him. But we also raided Nantes, FC Nantes. We picked up 2 players from then. Again, 2 youngsters that we probably won't ever use. This guy's a little bit better, but nowhere near. And we don't even use that position. Franco Israel is a goalkeeper. Good, we've signed a goalkeeper. He is a backup goalkeeper, and he is terrible. Now, this is the goalkeeper that we have actually signed. First choice goalkeeper, 21 years of age. Lilo, maybe, Guarneri. He is Belgian, viewers. He comes from the Belgian league, and he is okay. Let's not beat around the bush, okay? He has great technical attributes, technical goalkeeping attributes. He has great reflexes, good at one-on-ones, good kicking, handling's okay, it's average. Command of area is decent. The rest of him just looks like it's lacking a lot, but maybe it's not necessarily needed, and we spent £21 million. The only thing I would say is decent is he plays for a team that's not necessarily known to be dominant in the Belgian league, and yet he only conceded 27 in 22. Kept 5 clean sheets. So that's a positive, I guess. And the last one from Solihull Moors. Yes, Solihull Moors in England, we signed this man. Don't ask why. So in competitions then, we've seen how we're doing in the Serie A. We've made it through our group and we're facing Chelsea in the group. We also have Juve in the semi-final of the Coppa Italia. Of course, we've not done very well there, pulling out a very difficult group. I told you the Champions League was going to be difficult though. We lost to Rangers, 1-0. We beat Porto 3-1, Leipzig 1-0. Some really good results here. Leipzig again, we drew 1-1. Rangers, we finally beat them 3-1. And this is the most bonkers result ever. A 6-5 loss to Porto. I told you they would have some decent players. Aminguri, Zapata, Boadu. 3 strikers all getting on the score sheet. We then went on a ridiculous run, by the way, where we won so many games 2-0. 4 games in a row we won 2-0, which I love that. I absolutely love that. Some comfortable results before the last 2 results where we lost 2-0 and lost 2-1 to Parma. 2 games we really should not be losing. So it's on to the end of the season. Let's see how we get on. Nico Ravella is bossing it, by the way, viewers. Highest average rating, most assists. Good for him. And here we are at the end of the season. It was a close one again. Yet again, we have taken Juve to the wire in the Serie A, the Scudetto, as people keep telling me to call it. 78 points, 81 points they won it with. So we're just 3 points away, just one win, and they drew so many games that we were quite unfortunate, to be honest. Competitions-wise, look how bad this is. We were knocked out by Chelsea, which is completely fine. I get that Chelsea probably have an insane side. But the Coppa Italia, we beat Juve. We got to the final and we lost to Sassuolo. When can we win the Coppa Italia? We keep getting to the final and we keep getting beat by teams that we should be winning against. I'm quite devastated, to be honest. I'm just looking here as well. We lost to Juve in the second to last game of the season, 1-0. We did our best, but they beat us with a 70th minute win. A 70th minute goal to win. If we win that game, things are so much different and we could be crowned Serie A champions again. Look at this as well. A 4-0 drumming. An absolute tonking against Lazio. Love to see that. So before we go, we'll take a look at some of the statistics from our side. Top scorer and the best player this season, in my opinion, was Amin Ghouri. And for rightly so, to be honest. Look how good he is as our #1 striker, in my opinion. Myron Boadu still filled in, though, with 21 goals. For playing with a team that has 3 up top, for our 3 strikers to score 19, 21 and 27. Not bad at all, if you ask me. David Battella was actually 4th goal scorer with 8. So good on for putting him in, I think. Nicolo Ravella, though, he got the highest average rating. Amin Ghouri had a very poor average rating for someone who was top scorer, by the way. 7.49, though, was Nicolo Ravella. An unbelievable talent. I mean, how has he managed to do this? He must have been the highest average rating in the league. He isn't. Sensi, is. Only just, though. Ravella is there. Sensi got 18 assists. That's probably the reason why. Ghouri will finish second to this man, who you might remember I did a video on a long time ago at the start of FM. He was included in it, Lorenzo Colombo, for a player that you can pick up as approach to sign at the start of the game. He does turn out to be very good. He has a great potential range, and we even beat out Lukaku there in 3rd place. So Juve continue. That's 3 in a row now for Juve, but we're still there. We're still hanging on, just taking them to the wire. Maybe next year that we just need some decent signings. What is our transfer budget for next season? 52 million with 200k again. So yeah. We've got some playing around to do, I think. So there we have it, viewers. Thank you very much for watching the video. Remember, the campaign of justice, YouTube Justice for Omega Luke, is in full force. I will be plugging this as much as I physically can until we are back in the YouTube algorithm. So, smash the like button, leave the comment talking about the campaign of YouTube Justice for Omega Luke in the comments. I will love it. I will love that comment. And we can hopefully bring ourselves back in people's recommendations. We will grow as a family together. And hopefully very soon we'll be back in everyone's sub boxes like we were before this stupid hijacking. Anyway, twitch.tv/Omega Luke Gaming. Should you wish to watch me live, remember, Rate My Regen was Monday. Check that out. We also have some really cool stuff coming forward. A Challenge Me series. That's all I'm going to say, but I won't be here alone. That's another thing that I'm going to say. I'll give you 2 reveals there in one. Should you have got to the end of the video? If you got to the end of the video, write in the comments that you know about the reveal, because a lot of people have probably switched off by now, and I'm rambling to nobody. This is where everyone turns off. You stuck around. Good for you. You got yourself a reveal. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.